Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video. That's right, you read the title of this review, and hey, perfect timing, because, as of today, well, a certain Disney sequel, or should I say direct-to-DVD sequel, is celebrating its anniversary, that being The Jungle Book 2. Yes, The Jungle Book 2. Celebrating its 20th anniversary. Man, it's hard to believe, I tell ya. But, what can you say about The Jungle Book 2? Well, there are those that obviously don't seem to really enjoy this, and it's, I wouldn't be surprised that, there would be those that would consider this, pointless. Like, who needs a sequel? Like, whoever asked for sequels to classic Disney animated films? I mean, like, wanting to see what happened after the Happily Ever After and so on. Well, I mean, when this came out, and along with the other Disney direct-to-DVD sequels, for me, when I was little, I enjoyed watching these. I have so many good memories watching some of these Disney direct-to-DVD sequels. Like this, for example. Oh yeah, even like saying the bottom of the DVD, Pure Joy, said by David Sheehan, if I'm saying that right, from CBS TV. Yeah, he said Pure Joy. Okay, see, yeah, like, there are those like myself that actually do enjoy The Jungle Book 2. I have so many memories of this film, and, the DVD features. Did anybody play, like, the Jungle Book maze? Mowgli's Jungle Ruins maze game. Yeah, that was fun, although, like, there are those, like, and including me, like, kind of creeped out over that DVD game because, I don't know, the music and some of the animals, well, it's one of those. But anyways, so, the story to The Jungle Book 2. Wild child Mowgli has grown, fidgety, if I'm saying that right, with his life in a rural village, so he sneaks back to the jungle to be with his animal friends, like lovable Bear Baloo. Mowgli's disappearance worries his family, so his stepsister, Shanti... Stepsister? Really? Stepsister? I don't think so. No, I don't think... No. Stepsister, I don't think so. Journeys into the jungle to find him, but all is not well there. Mowgli's old foe, the fierce tiger, Shere Khan, is out to get him, and he traps Mowgli, Shanti, and Baloo in an ancient temple, which, it's at the end of the movie. Well, no, he first traps Mowgli in the ancient temple. Then, of course, Shanti and Baloo, they go after to save Mowgli and stop Shere Khan. So, anyways... Oh, man, so, my fondest memories of this movie, because, I just remember it so well. I remember some of the songs, like, the songs, for example, not that bad. I don't think that, no, the Sherman Brothers had no involvement in this film. I think the only involvement they had in any of, like, the direct-to-DVD, sequels would have to be the Tigger movie. So, yeah, they wrote the songs for that. It got a theatrical release. Well, and, and Jungle Book 2 was another one of those Disney direct-to-DVD sequels that actually got released in theaters first, but then it made its way quickly to DVD. So, yeah, like, I think there are some things to like about The Jungle Book 2. For example, the animation, it's actually pretty well done. You can tell, even I watched the behind the scenes, they're trying to, I guess, capture the animation vibe or the style, basically the style of how the first movie was, and I think they do accomplish it. Although, of course, like, they do add a bit of CG when it's necessary, and I think so, because especially at the end of the movie, which, we'll get to. And, the lighting and all that stuff, just really good. And, the characters, like, I gotta say, the animation, okay, I'm, like, the coloring to some of the characters, like, goes to Baloo and Ka, because apparently, like, Baloo, he's given, like, a light bluish fur, I want to say, but, like, when we see him in the nighttime, when he, makes his way into the Man Village to get Mowgli, well, the color of his fur is actually the right color as his fur is supposed to be, dark gray and so on. Why didn't they keep that? Like, you get my point. It doesn't make any sense. And for Ka, why is he green? We all know the color. Like, he's a python. Like, he's not supposed to be green. Like, what's up with that? I mean, look at the DVD cover as well. Like, do you see that? Just, I don't know. And we only see Ka during the nighttime, so I really don't know. I just don't know. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have complained about that. The color of Baloo and Ka. I can picture it. I can picture right now Ka with his, with how he looked in the first film. It could go so well in this. Why? I don't know. And also with the characters, talk about the characters. Well, one thing to talk about the characters as well, the cast, the voice actors for the characters, this was actually a good choice of voice actors to do the characters. John Goodman as Baloo. I mean, what can you say about John Goodman? Who doesn't love John Goodman? He seemed like a perfect fit for voicing Baloo, and especially after the passing of Ed Gilbert, who voiced Baloo a lot during the 90s, like, best known for voicing Baloo in Tailspin. Haley Joel Osment voicing Mowgli, he was pretty good, and this was before he hit puberty, and before he did, right before he would star in another film that same year, which being Secondary Lions, that film with Michael Caine. And also, Jim Cummings as Ka. Well, obviously, Jim Cummings as Ka, like, he's, voicing a lot of Sterling Holloway characters, like Winnie the Pooh, for example. And he also voices Colonel Hothi, which, hey, he was pretty good as Colonel Hothi. And Bob Joles as Bagheera. He did good. He did good voicing Bagheera, doing a good Sebastian Cabot impression. And the one and only legendary voice actor, Tony Jay, voicing Shere Khan, of course, and since he had been the current voice of Shere Khan for many years, most notably in Tailspin, and he'd done a bunch of Jungle Book games, and I know Bob Joles, he did some too as Bagheera. And the voice of Shanti, Shanti, who appeared in the first film, she only sang. Mae Whitman voicing Shanti was actually a pretty good choice too. Who doesn't like Mae Whitman? And, what she was doing, like, in the early 2000s and so on, and, she has done a lot of voice work, like, most notably voicing Tinkerbell. So, yeah. And also, Connor Funk, I think I got that right, voicing Rajan. Like, Connor Funk, I don't think he's done any more acting after this, I don't know. But him as Rajan, like, a totally new character. Now, Rajan, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. The movie never established that Mowgli and Shanti are step-siblings, and no, that doesn't work. Besides, Mowgli seems to have feelings for Shanti, and I think later on, Shanti does start to have feelings for Mowgli as well. I mean, I guess, look at the end of the first movie, when Mowgli finally went to the Man Village. So, there's like a love connection to Mowgli and Shanti. So, yeah. Now, Rajan, I see him being I think you can even tell. You can tell that they are stepbrothers. And not to mention, because Rajan's parents, they take Mowgli in. And Rajan's father, and which, being Mowgli's stepfather, being voiced by the one and only John Rhys Davis, aka Sala, Gimli, Treebeard. Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good. Who doesn't love John Rhys Davis? And he's done a lot of voice acting too, like Man Ray, for example. So, yeah, and not to mention, speaking of which, I've got to mention this. Bob Joles and John Rhys Davis, they have worked together before. Well, not together, but Bob Joles has at times filled in for John Rhys Davis, voicing Sala, Gimli, and Treebeard, whenever John is not available. So, yeah. Yeah, I mentioned Colonel Hothy because, him and the elephants, they, of course, appear in this film 2 times. The first time is, when they're trying to stop Baloo from making his way to the Man Village. And the second time, well, they're running away from Man because, Man from the village has, come to the jungle searching for Mowgli, of course, and Shanti and Raja because, well, Mowgli and Rajan, they go after and find Mowgli. And the buzzards, the vultures, I should say, of course, they make an appearance. And Jeff Bennett and Jess Harnell, yeah, because they voice the vultures, and, the vultures being, a parody of the Beatles, good example is their hairdo. So yeah, Jeff Bennett and Jess Harnell, they can do good impressions of the Beatles. So hence, they're 2 perfect choices voicing the vultures. And a new vulture named Lucky, being voiced by the one and only Phil Collins. Yeah, so, that was pretty cool for Phil Collins to actually have a voice role, like, voice a Disney character, because the only thing that he was doing, for Disney was just, writing songs. And as we all know, Tarzan and Brother Bear. So yeah. So good for him doing a Disney character. And Lucky, because, he is just at a high risk of just being killed by Shere Khan because Lucky just making fun of Shere Khan. Ask me if I can walk that tiger. Go on, ask me. Can you walk that tiger? I, Shere Khan. And his laugh contagious, I'm telling you, Phil Collins, you can tell, because Phil Collins probably, just having a good time voicing Lucky and just enjoys, voicing a character. Yeah, especially because after Shere Khan is told by Kaa where Mowgli is at this point, Kaa points him to the swamp, and of course Kaa lied to him, and that's when, yeah, Lucky once again making fun of Shere Khan, and, just at one point Shere Khan grabbing him by the neck, and, Shere Khan saying, "Isn't it ironic that your name is Lucky?" And you think he killed him. Even like the vultures, they scatter. They're out of here. Okay. But let's come to the songs. As I said, the Sherman Brothers, they didn't write the songs for this, which, it's kind of a bit of a shame. Couldn't they have at least wrote a few songs? Or the entire list of songs for this movie? I don't know. It's just how this film turned out and so on, But some of the songs in this, the jungle rhythm that Mowgli sings in the Man Village, he's trying to lure all the kids into the jungle. And so that song was not too bad. There was also, another, rendition of Bare Necessities, sung by Haley Joel Osment and John Goodman. And another song that Baloo sings called W-I-L-D, Wild. I think that's the name of the song. Yeah, pretty catchy. It was pretty good. Not to mention, there were a few, cameos. Although, they weren't really in that song sequence, but, they were kind of, modeled after them. Animals that look like Timon and Pumbaa, and I think there was one, when I was little, there was one bird that I guess reminded me of Zazu. I guess maybe I saw that on its IMDb page. I don't know, the trivia, I guess. But Oh yeah, and another notable thing about the Jungle Book 2 is King Louis's absence, because this had to do with Louis Prima's family suing Disney because Jim Cummings did a really good impression of King Louis, in Tailspin, but that's kind of ridiculous because I think, I don't know, this is me being honest, like, maybe Louis Prima would have gotten a kick out of Jim Cummings' impression of King Louis and, the character that he voiced. I'm sure he would have. Like, what's the problem? Like, come on, because, I don't know, it's one of those things. So, there's this, like, monkey look-like of King Louis, although not really. I mean, it has the same, like, color as King Louis, but I think it's this, might be the same monkey who had that, fan, that monkey and like, in the first Jungle Book film. That might be the same monkey, I don't know. So yeah, Jim Cummings voices that monkey, and introducing Baloo as the song number begins, Baloo is in the house, and the WILD song. And afterwards, well, Baloo is telling all the animals in the temple about, Mowgli being in the man village and, all the rules, and, bringing up Shanti, which, Mowgli just doesn't want him to talk about, because at that point, when Mowgli realizes that everybody is looking for him, he starts to miss the man village, and especially Shanti, because really, Mowgli starts to grow feelings for Shanti, and he misses her, so, yeah. And, and two moments where Mowgli sings the jungle rhythm, like a sad mood, And eventually, Shanti and Rajan, they do find Mowgli, and also, a little bit earlier, this was before Mowgli started to grow feelings and miss Shanti, he wanted Baloo to scare Shanti, roar! And of course, Baloo does so. Apparently, I read this, that apparently it was a nod and a reference to when Sully scared Boo in Monsters, Inc. Okay, what, because of John Goodman? If you know what I'm talking about, like, what? I don't know, that's what I read. That's what I read on IMDb, so anyways. Also, because, eventually, at one point, Shere Khan finally ambushes Mowgli. They meet face to face for the first time since their last fight, at the Black Pool in the first film. And of course, leading up to the sequence where they're at that ancient temple, and where Shere Khan ambushes Mowgli, and Baloo and Shanti, they go after and save Mowgli. Bagheera tagging along as well. And, there wasn't that much of Bagheera in the Jungle Book 2. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just how the story is. So, and I just like that because, take the kid, Baggy, I'll help Mowgli, and, Bagheera saying to Baloo, be careful. So, yeah. And Baloo, what's great about Baloo, yeah, because he can be, silly and bumbling and so on, you get my point, but he can be very serious, and, he cares that much about Mowgli and would protect him, and, whenever Shere Khan would step in, yeah, so... And I especially love that part where they're banging on those giant cymbals. What are they called? Like, I think I'm close, those giant cymbals, like Baloo doing it with his own fists, and Mowgli and Shanti, they use sticks, and of course, Shanti's exposed, and, Shere Khan threatening Mowgli, I'm waiting, 1, 2, no, don't, as Mowgli says, and up to when, oh yeah, and also, I just love that one line that Shere Khan gives right before he goes for the attack, no more games, man cub, just... Tony J, at his best, voicing Shere Khan, without a doubt. And the music getting intense, and Mowgli and Shanti, they make their way to that stoned, tiger head, which, that right there is, computer animated, CG. And of course, Mowgli and Shanti, they have nowhere else to go. They're on top of that statued tiger head. Shere Khan has them cornered, but of course, it comes off, and like they just about go falling to their death into a river of lava. Of course, Baloo, he saves Mowgli and Shanti, and as for Shere Khan, well, he lands on a rock, on a surface, and their tiger head lands on top of him, and Shere Khan is stuck in there. Honestly, I kind of feel sorry and feel bad for Shere Khan being stuck in there. I'm just saying, like, really had to be that cruel to him. So, and, surprise, surprise, Lucky, the vulture, he shows up. Apparently he survived from Shere Khan's, clutches. I don't know. Like, they never establish it, like, and we never see it. Like, what did Shere Khan do to Lucky? They never address that, but oh well, we do know that Lucky has survived. So yeah, and of course, Lucky, taunting and just making fun of Shere Khan once again, you're looking a little bit down in the mouth today, and, Shere Khan, all he can say is, oh no. Yeah, pretty much. And of course, everybody together again, Mowgli, he reunites with Bagheera, and, when they're close to the people in the man village, like, Mowgli is not sure if he wants to go back because of, the jungle and Baloo, but he finally makes his choice, and he goes back with Shanti and Rajan and live in the man village. But at the end of the film, Mowgli, he lives in both the man village and the jungle. And in the epilogue, well, because supposedly Mowgli and Shanti, they're going out to get water, but I was wondering about this, and, did Mowgli's stepfather, know what he was actually doing? Because, what he said to his wife, let's see if he remembers to bring back some water. Like, I don't know. Does that mean anything? Does that hint that, does he know that he's going into the jungle? I guess. I don't know. I guess even, say, after what he said to Mowgli, that, he was sorry, and, that he should have known that the jungle is a part of him, because, what happened earlier in the film when, he was furious of Mowgli trying to go into the jungle, yeah. But yeah, so Mowgli, Shanti, and Baloo once again singing Bare Necessities, and, Bagheera and Rajan, pretty funny between the two of them, and, Rajan, trying to catch Bagheera's tail and such. So yeah, it had a pretty good ending, I have to say. And what was really cool is that I Want to Be Like You, we do hear it, but it's in the end credits, and Smash Mouth sings I Want to Be Like You. Yep, the same rock band that sang All-Star. Yep, them. Yeah. But The Jungle Book 2, I have so many good memories of this film. I really enjoyed it, and, I just find it weird. Like, I read that this and many, all the other Disney Direct-to-DVD sequels, they are not considered canon, but that kind of seems like pointless. Like, they've been made, and hey, they're on Disney+. Why can't these be canon? Especially, the Lilo and Stitch films, and the Lion King films. Like, they should be canon, and this too. Come on, Disney. Give us a break. And how do I rate The Jungle Book 2? Good question. That's a very good question. Well, because of how much I enjoyed this film, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 stars for The Jungle Book. And what about you guys? What did you think of The Jungle Book 2? What are your fond memories of this, and if you ever had the DVD? Let me know, as always, in the comments section, and give this review a like as always, too. So, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Jungle Book 2. More reviews on the way. They're gonna be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And stay tuned later tonight, because I'll be reviewing, a certain film that actually, is, perfect timing, you know, because of Valentine's Day, you know? It has to do with, I guess, it has to do something with Romeo and Juliet, I want to say. Just stay tuned for that. So, yeah, take care, and for one last time, happy 20th anniversary to The Jungle Book 2. Peace out.